This is Akol again. Let me try to talk to you today about something, and I want to tell you that something that I want to tell you is really very simple. I have three things that I want to share with you today. And these three things that I want to share with you today, I think you know some of them, but maybe you don't know them in real sense. Okay. Today, I want to talk to you about something, and I want to talk to you about community, tribes, and nations. So you need to know the difference between these. It is really necessary for you to know them. Otherwise, if you don't know them, then they may create problems in your brain. Let me tell you frankly, if you don't understand something, sometimes they create a big problem. And that's why you need to put them aside. So you don't need to create anything. We are the generation that is going to change South Sudan. South Sudan is not going to change the way that we see it. South Sudan is going to change when we talk. South Sudan is going to change when we share our ideas. South Sudan is going to change when we bring real issues into consideration. This is how South Sudan is going to change. South Sudan is not going to change in one way or the other, but it is going to change in the direct resolutions. All the resolutions that will make us a youth of this country, these are the resolutions that will make it to be a great country. Now, let me tell you, let me bring you into a real sense about community. Some people may ask, what is community and why do we have community? And you know, we have community everywhere. Okay, community. These are the group of people that are connected. Okay, they are connected by a shared life. Okay, like in high referendum, we have this is a community. Okay, you go to new side, it's a community. The students are also community, let me say, because these are group of people that are sharing the same life. Okay, we can say that in our tribes, we can say that group must be in our tribes, but I mean, we can say communities it can be in our tribes, but community, these are the people that are connected together and they're sharing the same life, but not by blood. Okay, this is the only difference that you need to understand. And some people may confuse between these two. Some people may confuse that community are connected by blood, but no, communities are not connected by blood. Communities, these are the people that are connected by the shared life. These are the community. And for you to understand community, sometimes it can be sometimes it can be based on the location. Sometimes you might be having a location of the community. So we say it, our village, your village, or your community is in this geographical location. Okay, this is how also uh, we can also define community based on the geographical locations, because community must be in a specific area. Okay, must be in one area that we find them, that is a community, and or people that share the same interests. Okay, if people are sharing the same interests, for example, students and professional groups, these are also communities. Okay, because they share the same interest, and interest always is a life, let me say. This is how I can do it. This is how I can tell you, I mean, because community, they share the same interest, they share the same life, and they are connected together. This is what we call community. Again, they also share experience. And you know, if there is a problem that is coming to a specific village, sometimes that thing is not going to end there. Maybe it might go and demolish everything, and if it strip out everything in the area, this is what we say, this is experience. And sometimes when there is a war in a specific community, we can see that the same community are sharing the same experience. When community is in a problem with other community, and then when they meet somewhere else, I believe that they will fight. They'll fight twice because they have the same experience. Okay, this guy is having the same experience. Maybe something happened to the communities, and maybe someone who is fighting also has the same experience. Maybe something happened to the communities, so they share the same life and they share the same belief, and that's why they are fighting, even if they are not orchestrator of what is happening. That is all about community, and you need to understand this. These things is very crucial, and South Sudanese are really confusing between community and also um, they are confusing in community and tribes, because these are the two different things. And church is a community, classrooms is also community. Okay, so all these things uh, are always a community. Okay, people who come together and they are connected together, we call them community. Okay, and now let me come to tribes, and this is where our problems always face. And tribes is the one responsible to communities. Okay, tribe, uh, the this is a, they are identified by, they are always by blood, unlike community, because community they are not they, they, they are not connected by blood, but they are connected by a shared life. Of course, we can say that these are the people who are staying in one place, and that's why we call them community. And because I might be with Kenyans, I might be with Ugandans, and when we combine together, maybe we are staying in a referendum. We say this is a community. Okay, why? Is because we are sharing the same life in referendum or in Amarat. We are sharing the same thing, and that's why we are a community. And when we talk about tribes, these people, we identify them based on blood, and they're also connected based on the blood. And tribe is deeper. Okay, it is built on many things. Let me say, tribes is built on many things. It's not built on single thing. And I want you to know that tribes um, is really very different. And for you to understand it, you need to follow some critical things that you need to, like ancestral bloodlines. Okay, this is one thing, and it's one of the important things that tribes always are based on. They're based on ancestors, their ancestors and grandfathers and so forth. So this is one thing. Tribes is built based on that, based on the ancestors. Their views on language. Okay, the language that they speak. When somebody speak, they can understand each other. These people, they are sharing the same thing, sharing the same ancestors. We also have customs and traditions. Custom and traditions, they shape tribes so that they exist in law and all this. They also share history. Tribes share history. They have one history. There's no one tribe that have different history. All tribes, they have one history. I mean, each tribe has its own history. The other tribes has its own history. And this is what you need to understand. So when we say community, it means that community are people that are staying and this they're sharing the same life, but they are not connected by blood. And tribes, these are the people that are connected by blood. They share the same thing, and it is built on ancestors. That is a bloodline. It is built on language. It is built also on customs and traditions. It's also built on shared history. These are critical things that you can also figure out that tribes has all this. And I think in South Sudan today we used to perceive things differently. We don't know what is tribe, we don't know what is community, but we always perceive things in wrong way. And these things, it is creating a lot of problems today. And maybe tribes is a fixed identity, let me say. Okay, you don't choose it. Okay, it choose you. It is the one that choose you. So you happen to be in a tribe, but you did not choose that, but you happen to be there. That's why we say tribes. Okay.